Hey there everyone, this is Shadowgirl, welcome back to more Pokemon X. I've changed my jacket since last time and I look far more dapper, and I look so much more dapper than those idiots from Team Fla. But anyway, this is whatever part Pokemon X this is, and in this episode we're finally going to get rid of Team Fla once and for all, and we're also going to capture a Legendary while we're at it. Spoilers, like, I've already done this part, but basically what happened was my hard drive died. And so, well, it didn't technically die, it was like, it didn't like the power supply it was plugged into, because I used an external drive to dump all my recordings on, before I edit them to YouTube and stuff. And, end all be all, it didn't actually save, and, so I had to do this, I had to do everything from, pretty much the first video of this week, up to this point. So, yeah, I had to do that again. Also, I kind of sort of forgot what I was wearing in the previous video because I didn't actually remember. So I thought, you know what? If I'm going to go in here, I may as well look dapper as dapper can be. And, well, to prove Team Fla wrong once again, basically. But before we get to the most of the legendary Pokemon though, we're going to have to fight some more Team Fla admins. And Sean was like, oh no, I don't like being chased. Well, Kaylin, you better go help before she gets into some serious trouble, because she's probably weak. Very weak. At least you can stand up to Team Fla, other than myself. Yeah, Shadow can be pretty crafty when she wants to be. But also off screen, well, I was going to do it off screen, but in the previous video before I came in here, I forgot to bring Kunoichi because she has False Swipe and I'm going to need it for capturing the legendary Pokemon. So Kunoichi's here instead of, I believe it's Callie I have instead. Out. That's 9 of 2. I haven't actually updated the team roster, and I honestly just can't be bothered updating at the moment, so I really just want to get this episode over and done with. And once again, Team Fla just leading off with the obvious dark types, so hey there guy, do you enjoy taking a Moonblast to the face? I think the answer is obviously no. Anything else you want to share the class on my Manectric? I'm going to switch out this into Gearman. I kind of want to keep Kunoichi and Jess as full health as possible, because Legendary Pokemon has moves that can hurt both of them like really hard. And if it just happens to like use its unique move, which gives it a big status buff, then we might even be in trouble. Nevertheless, I think I'm probably just going to Shadow Sneak. Also, you notice that battle animations are off. I just wanted to get to this point about as fast as possible, so I turned battle animations off so they didn't waste any time. Got a static there that's sort of unfortunate, but I have things to heal that. I have so many cherry berries I don't know what to do with, so at least they're useful for that. I do have a Lumberry in my inventory, but I've not had the chance to go back to the plantation to plant it so I can get more. That's something I'm going to be doing off screen, just FYI. So let me just take this moment to not use a TM, stupid. I want a cherry berry. Basically what you gotta do, you gotta pretty much fight all 4 of these Team Fla members. At least I think you do. I mean, I've always fought them because it's essentially free experience, considering the way they start and the way they finish is just basically I'm going to drop a Moonblast in your face and you're going to not like it at all. Pretty much story Team Fla's life, let's be fair. But, yeah. Let's say PP on Moonblast again. So I'm going to switch into Greninja, surf this Houndoom, and that's going to be this train. That's going to be this admin done with. Again, the admins are like probably even worse than the regular routes in terms of actually not having anything interesting. I mean, with something for Team Fla, I mean, at least have some fire types. I mean, yes, we've seen a Pyro from Legendary, and we do see the occasional Houndoom, but that's about it. No other fire types. It's just all poison and dark, and I think I did that. I think I complained about that before, but I should stop doing that. I will probably stop doing that since, you know, this is going to be the last episode where we're going to be finding Team Fla. We're going to be fighting Team Fla. We're going to defeat the monster for all, and it's going to be pretty great. And yeah, I also don't really care about what they're saying. They're just going like, ha ha ha, we're doing this evil thing, so we're going to take over the world. This is probably the one thing that Team Fla actually has that could probably warm my thing, and it's actually I could actually no that's fine, it's fine. Providing this doesn't do any damage, so I don't have to actually do any healing. I'll be fine. No, you stop piling one. Not that matters because I'm pretty sure Psychic can still obliterate you. Oh no. It'll kill you from here though. So, oh well, I'm gonna have to heal Jas. I think the other player could have probably done is have Greninja because it has extra sensory. And that probably would have been the better play because I don't really see Greninja actually doing any use for the legendary fight. A lot of my Pokemon I've noticed are actually weak to pretty much any of the offensive moves that Xerneas actually has. Just as an FYI. And this guy here, this guy's funny because I'm defeated him last. He thinks I'm going to want to join Team Flare after all this. Like, no, your shirts and ties are inferior to mine. I shall brutally destroy you all with my dappiness. Bring Spark on here. Thunderbolt. I'll Power Jump to be fine. This thing's dead. It tries anything offensive on me. It might get statics, but no. Afraid not. Actually, can Power Gem kill from this? Not quite. A Mega Evolved, maybe it could have, but yeah. I don't really want to waste a Mega Evolution on a Golbat. What success, guy? Not being funny, but every time you tried something, I've been there every turn, following your plans. Pretty much, more or less. And then he's all like, no way, I can't believe this. And they all go away. So now all we need to do is to actually press that button. But I'm actually going to heal first. And then I'll be back once I've healed. And I need to, well, I'm actually going to rearrange the team because I need Jess up front anyway. So I'll be right back once I've sorted all the healing and stuff. And we'll get on to starting to catch the legendary Pokemon. Alright, the preparations are more or less complete. I don't really need to change anything. All I'll do is just I'll just heal everybody with orange berries since I have like so many of them. And they're not really that useful anyway since they only heal 10 HP. So yeah, I might as well get rid of them somehow. But yeah, Jess at the front this time. Mainly because it has Thunder Wave. And I picked Jess over Callie for this one simply because of the dire accuracy that Hypnosis has. And just, well, in general, Hypnosis throughout this playthrough is just not... it's not come through when I really want it to come through, basically. But I know pretty much what I need to do for this. Actually, one thing I probably should have done is save. Because this is one of the unique legendary fights. In that you actually have to catch the Pokemon. And to be fair, if you really wanted to do that, you'd just Master Ball the thing. But I'm not one for wanting to use the Master Ball for legendaries. Apart from maybe roaming legendaries, but I don't think there are any in this game. Technically, one of the legendary birds actually does do some roaming around, but you can't actually catch it whilst it's roaming around. But here's Xerneas. It's is it level 50? It is level 50. It has Fairy Arrow, which boosts the attack of Fairy. It boosts the power of Fairy type moves for everybody on the field. So it'll also boost my Disdain Voice should I feel like using it. My mate is I know he's got 3 definitive moves. He has Moonblast. He has his unique move, which I think is Geomancy, which is a 2-turn move, and he charges on the first turn, and on the second turn he gains a really big buff, and I think it's special attack and speed. He also has Moonblast, which also hurts, and Mega Harm, which really hurts. Which can really put the heart on pretty much all my team. Good job, Jess, you landed a crit. But yeah, basically, you can't kill this thing, you don't get any experience from it, and you have to fight it again. And since it actually did a number on me, I actually have to go heal again, and this time using things like Hyper Potions and stuff instead of like berries. Well, yeah, I really shouldn't have crit the second turn. If it crit the first one, I probably could have. What I would have done is I'd have switched to Kunoichi and just False Swipe to 1 HP and started chucking Ultra Balls. I also have Time Balls for this in case Xerneas does not actually want to cooperate. The first time I actually did this, pretty much what happened was I got Thunder Wave up, then I got a crit with Psychic. Switched to Kunoichi, False Swipe, crit off that. Xerneas was at 1 HP and I caught it with the first Ultra Ball. Now, I'm actually doing this sensibly. I'm not going to be pretty much like Trigger Conroy. And I really should save, but I'm kind of scared that the hard drive might die again, so I'm actually not going to save. But yeah, you pretty much have to fight this and catch it. So, attempt number 2. Let's see what happens this time. So, same thing as before. Thunder Wave. Psychic. Need to crit this Psychic chest, please. Moonblast is a number. Don't crit this time. That's good. Turns out his other move is Gravity, which only really affects flying types, and I don't really have anything that flies or has Levitate for that matter. This thing Mega Harms me, or actually uses one of its effective moves that might kill Kunoichi from here, so... I was going to show Geomancy. Geomancy is that a really fancy thing when you have the what do we call it? The things up. Oh, it's special attack, special defense, and speed by 2. But it's a chargeable move, so I don't think it's really that great. But it's yellow ball time. Let's see if we can do the same thing as last time and just catch it on the first ball. One, two, three. No, you're deciding to not want to cooperate. And having him boosting all the time, especially since a lot of my Pokemon are actually pretty much weak to pretty much anything that it has offensively. Well, to be fair, Geomancy is only going to be boosting up Moonblast because Moonblast is special and Mega Horn is physical. It's not really going to be that bad, except I'm pretty much weak to Fairy. I think that was a crit capture as well. Yes, it was. I don't actually have I don't really have my headphones plugged in, so there's that. You also don't get any experience from catching it as well. It's like literally no experience whatsoever. But I believe also at this point you can also transfer it into your team and it transfers itself to the first slot in your team. But yeah, I have to send someone to the box, and that's actually going to be Fang. To be fair, Xerneas is probably going to do the same job as Fang anyway, so there's that. But with Xerneas caught, they can't use the ultimate weapon, and it's pretty great. Also, here's Lysindra. He's sort of lost it. And maybe he also slightly roboticized himself. I'm not too sure. But even legendaries have bad days, you know. I still don't get why he has those 3 attack drones anyway. It's not like they really do anything. No, somehow I severely doubt it. But yeah, he has a little gimmick with him. He also has a Mega Ring and a Mega Stone. This is also the last time I'm going to be fighting Lysindra, so... Also the most powerful, but his team pretty much stays the same as it did from the previous fight. Also, I really do like this arena that they fight in. Same with Xerneas's. I personally think between Xerneas and Yveltal, I think Yveltal's area when you fight him is a lot better, but that's just me. Alas, it's slower. Well, Xerneas is slower than Fang, but like Fang's like 10 levels higher than it, let's be honest. Honchkrow, you can actually stay in for Honchkrow as well, because you can Moonblast that and kill it. And I'm pretty sure you're faster than that. Yes, you are. Good, good. Crit, I don't think really matters. Pretty sure last time I actually one-shot it anyway. Pyro. I can't actually do anything to that. Can I? Well, Moonblast hits for neutral anyway. I'm not really going to be using Xerneas for anything else anyway, just once the Pyro is dead. Oh goodness me. You burn me when I'm just spamming special attack. So yeah, Xerneas isn't really going to do anything anymore because Pyro is quicker than it and just fire blast him to death. That's fine. I probably would have switched out to a Sucre anyway, use Surf and kill it one shot anyway. So, nothing of value was lost really. I just thought maybe I could sweep the Xerneas up until his last Pokemon here. And in case you haven't noticed, he hasn't activated his Mega Stone yet, and his Mega Stone actually activates on Gyarados. So you know what? I think it's about high time for a quote-unquote epic Pokemon fight with Mega Evolutions. Spoiler alert, it's not actually going to be very epic, because I know for a fact that even with the Mega Evolution having Gyarados lose its Flying type and replacing it with Dark, Mega Ampharos' Thunderbolt's still going to one-shot it. So I'm afraid Mega Gyarados isn't actually going to do much. It's also pretty... I think in the right hands, maybe Mega Gyarados could actually do it something decent, but yeah. Also, I don't think you can get his Mega Stone until post game either, so it's not even really worth using unless you really wanted to use a Gyarados. And yeah, it's funny. Both Pokemon have Mold Breakers, their abilities Megas, so I don't really get what happens if Mold Breaker and Mold Breaker meet in the same fight. I don't think anything happens at all. But there we go. The Syndra is over and done with. His Flybots are dead and he's threw his glass on the floor. Yes, obviously I'm meant to defeat. And actually a unique win post for Hitomi. That's pretty something. Also, I wonder if Syndra like my no, obviously he didn't, because he's all like, "Wah! No, I was beaten by somebody who was more dapper than I was." You know what? I think Sean has a point here. Not that the Syndra's actually going to listen to him per se, but you know what? The Syndra's a bit loco in the coco, don't you know? But yeah, he's pretty determined now to just end the world and everything inside it. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, let's get out of here before this nutcase actually destroys the world. Or at least tries to destroy the world. Man, of course, it's an evil planet, it's bound to backfire somehow. Well, this one really doesn't necessarily backfire, more he really decided to just target himself. And with that, the Doomsday device is virtually no more because it's kind of throwing up in its face. Ditto the Syndra, ditto Team Flower. We don't have to mess with them anymore. Thank goodness. Still need to get the rest of the Pokemon League badges and do things with the Pokemon League. But yeah, once again, Geosynth's environment changes, so if you wanted the photo with the Doomsday device, you can't actually get that anymore. All you can have now is a picture of you next to a giant crater, which you pretty much actually caused. And yeah, those two in the mask were Sina and Dexio, the guys who were giving you all the Pokédex updates and stuff. And it's like I said, the B-Shower had like B-Shower from there. Basically, if you played the latest, I think it's Mega Dimension Neptunian version 2, Victory 2 or something like that. You got to, I think it's the second chapter in the game, the gold third chapter, and you just play Planetoon's storyline. Eventually you're going to meet B-Shine. She's pretty much just like how Dexio and the other person were. It's like in a mask, and it's blatantly obvious who it is. It's kind of stupid now that I think about it. But yeah, as I said, Team Flair's done with. We don't have to fight them anymore. And, well, we can progress with the quest of destiny to become a Pokemon Master, finally. But, really, that can be done. That's actually going to get done next time, because the end of Team Flare here is just basically a lot of cutscenes, and I actually need to fly to Anistar City again to progress with the plot, so I'm going to leave you with the cutscenes here, and next time I'll be at the Pokemon Center in Anistar City, so I can go ahead and progress with the plot, and maybe finally actually get my final Pokemon I'm going to try and rotate to the team. So, yeah, that's basically what's going to happen. I will be, next time you see me, I'll be at the Anistar City Gym, not the gym, the Pokemon Center. I will probably, hopefully, have got all the TMs from the Hex Girl by then. Depending on whether I can actually get the one that I actually necessarily need, because basically the one that I want is Flamethrower. She can give it to you, but I can't remember the time that she actually gives it to you, so there's that. But yeah, I've started rambling now and I'm just trying to sign out, but yeah, I'm probably going to have a few more TMs by the time I'm done with by the time I'm recording again, and next time on Pokemon X, well, we continue on with our journey, really. Take care, and I'll see you guys then. Ciao!